What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Socially Awesome channel. Elise Smith here, and I am so excited today to be talking to you about 9 simple tips to grow your social media audience right now. So, as you know, we're always just going to dive right in. We keep these episodes super short for you so that you can get bite-sized content, digest it, implement it, and start growing, okay? So, growing a brand requires getting attention from the right people at the right time, okay? It's not just about getting any followers. You need to get your followers, your ideal audience, right? Having thousands and thousands of followers does you no good if they're not people looking for what you have to offer. So there's a few ways you could do this. Paid ads, you can publish more SEO content, you can master the art of social media marketing. There are so many different strategies, but I'm going to give you 9 tips that you can implement immediately. And the biggest thing you need to take away from this is consistency. Implementing these tips for 1 week will not show you the growth that you want. You need to implement these tips regularly, okay? Daily for at least 90 days. And I know that seems like a super long time, but I'm telling you, it's already April of 2023, okay? Can anybody hear me? Like, how are we already 90 days into this new year? Yesterday was Christmas. I don't even know what's going on, but let's dive right in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to choose the right social media channels to get followers. So depending on what your target audience is, depending on what you're offering, not every social media channel is going to offer the same audience, okay? So you need to figure out, where are your people? Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, so many different platforms. You can be on all of them. You can cross-reference and cross-use content, repurpose content, but you need to find what are your main platforms, because that's going to be where your people are. Focus your energy there and then just repurpose to the others, okay? The second tip, you're going to optimize your social media profile. What do we mean by optimize? You're going to upload a professional photo, or at least, it doesn't even have to be professional, just of you, right? Your profile picture should be of you. I love my children. I love my husband, but having 5 people in your profile photo makes it really hard for people to know who are they connecting with. So that's super important. And you need to look at what are the dimensions each platform asks for, because the profile photo on Facebook might look completely different than the profile photo on Twitter. Right. So if you don't resize it, you're looking at, you could have a blurred image, you could be cut off on the top. Also, always check, this is a ninja tip, always check it on mobile as well. If you're using desktop, or check it on desktop if you're using mobile, because sometimes when you upload, especially with like cover photos, it'll cut off a large piece of that. So you want to make sure that you're not uploading some super important information on your cover photo and then it's half cut off, right? That's important. Make sure that you use the same profile picture across all of your profiles. I really encourage people to do this, because it's easy for them to go to another network and say, oh, that's her, right? Versus, wait, this picture is like 5 years older than that picture, and I don't know if this is the same person. So try to be consistent there too, okay? Tip number 3, know your best time to post. You can have all the softwares in the world, all the gurus in the world tell you 10 a.m. is the best time to post. Wrong. You need to know what is the best time for your audience. If my target is a group of 20-something age sorority girls, their time to look at social media is going to be completely different than the mom that gets up and goes to the gym at 5 o'clock. Can I say hello? Yes. Hi. Yep. Working on that. Being consistent at the gym. But what I'm telling you is your audience is going to be different. So you need to know what is best for your audience, not just what the platform recommends. Now, there are tools that will read your metrics, personal metrics, for your pages, your profiles, and tell you what time is best. So that I encourage you to use. But don't just let someone tell you, oh, 10 a.m. is the best time for everyone, because that's not true. And I test this regularly. I have made posts at 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, to see what is best for me. And my age group, my ideal avatar's age group, is at work during the day. So it's best for me to post early in the morning before they go to work, they scroll, or at like 5:30, 6, 7 p.m. after work, they scroll, right? Occasionally on their lunch break. But depending on, what I'm posting, if it's super important content, which it should be, you shouldn't be filling your feed with nonsense, then I tend to stick to those times. Okay. Post consistently, but with purpose. So that kind of leads, or that kind of, spirals off of what I just said. It should be purposeful. So don't just post something to post something. Now, you'll see things that are non-branded on my page occasionally. Like, well, my kids are part of my brand. So I will never tell anyone that like that's off brand, because my kids are they're my why. They are part of my brand. But like the other day, I made a post that said, give me your feedback on Legoland in Florida. Well, you could look at that as like, that's not part of her strategy. That's crazy. How could that be part of her strategy? I believe in attraction marketing, which attraction marketing is somewhat passive. I do actively market, but attractive marketing is still super important. I want people to know I do this business for freedom, financial and time freedom. It allows me to take vacations with my children. So yes, you could look at that post and say like, that has nothing to do with what she's doing. But in the back of someone's mind that's going, I want to take my kids to Legoland. I want to do that. Right? So think about your strategy and think outside the box, but post with purpose. Don't just post something random to post it. Don't just post a picture of, what you're eating at lunch today. Like maybe there's a thought behind it. There's always content. You can always create content about how you had a great day at lunch with a prospect that's looking into your business or looking to work with you, or you have time freedom to have lunch with your mom. Like there can always be content there, but don't just be like, great lunch at Joe's restaurant today. Like needs to be some sort of connection. Okay. Are you this is the next one, actively engage with your audience. So don't just post and leave. Like you need to be engaging. You need to be responding to comments. You need to be engaging on their feeds. Connecting with your audience humanizes your brand, and it's key to transforming followers into customers and loyal advocates. 100% important that you do this. Okay. Follow relevant brand profiles. So if I know there's a coach that offers something similar to me, she's got a similar style, or hey, maybe she's got a style that I want and I haven't learned to bring that forward yet, or I adore her brand, right? I'm going to follow her. I'm going to see what she's doing. Success leaves clues. Learn from people that are leaving clues. Y'all, that is like number one key right there. Okay. Connect with people that you want to build a brand like, and shoot them a DM, ask for a collaboration. Sometimes you got to get really out of your box. Okay. You got to get uncomfortable to eventually see that comfort level that you want to see. Collaborate. Okay. So the next one's collaborate, which I just talked a little bit about collaborating with someone whose brand you like or that you want to mimic. But what is another way that you could extend your reach and build your authentic following? Working with people who have large followings, right? So micro influencers, hey, if you want to go out there and get one of those big influencers with like a majillion followers, no, I'm just kidding. I highly recommend working with micro influencers if you're working with someone, and that's going to be someone with less than 50,000 followers. Those tend to have affordable rates. They have a higher genuine engagement rate, and they have more influence on people, believe it or not, because we'll all follow, these people that have millions of followers just because they have an aesthetic feed, or maybe they're an influencer for a large brand or that we like. But ultimately, do we really know, like, and trust that person? Versus Angie, I went to high school with, that has grown 100,000 loyal following on TikTok because she cooks and people love to watch her. And I know her, and I can taste what she's cooking every time she posts a video, right? So I highly recommend, if you choose to work with influencers, you choose to work with micro influencers, okay? And then drive traffic from one platform to another. So this is my last tip for you. When you're having success on one platform and you're trying to grow the other, drive people from one to another. Hey, are you following me on TikTok? Hey, I post special tips on my Instagram. Go check it out. Hey, are we connected on Facebook? Are you in my free Facebook group so that you can get tips, tricks, and trainings from me called Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs? The link's in the show notes, by the way. But are we having those conversations about joining me on other platforms? So I hope you got value out of today. Make sure you take a screenshot, post this in your stories, and tag me, Elise1Smith. so that I can share with my audience and help you with your organic growth. So until next time, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome. Thanks, guys.